What's good everyone, Shurit here, bringing you another episode of my Bandless Freedom series. The card we're going to be discussing today is Spellbook of Judgment and why I think it can come back to 1. I know what you guys are thinking right now. You're probably thinking I'm mad, how can you put Spellbook of Judgment back to 1? It was such a broken card and that you gain so many resources. Everybody considers it probably the best spell card ever made. But what I think right now is, due to power creep, I think Spellbooks as a deck aren't as good as they really could be, aren't as good as they were back then. Spellbook of Judgment alone is an amazing card and Spellbook of Judgment is broken, but Spellbooks as a deck, even though they still have their Jargon lock, even though they still can summon Kaiku and stuff, I seriously think that way of playing Yu-Gi-Oh is extremely outdated. So I'm just going to explain the Spellbook deck for a couple minutes. So Spellbooks were a deck from the Dragon Ruler format. Spellbooks and Dragon Rulers were the best two decks at the time. I would probably put Spellbooks as the third best deck of all time based on everything that it did. Fourth best deck. So in my opinion, the best is Pepe, then Dragon Rulers, then Necros, then Spellbooks, and then you guys can choose whatever else. So Spellbooks were a good deck. They had amazing searching with cards like Spellbook of Secrets. Add one Spellbook card from your deck to your hand, simple. And they had a good field spell, grant Spellbook Tower once per turn during your standby phase. If you have a spellcaster type monster on your field, on your side of the field, or in the graveyard, you can return one Spellbook spell card from your graveyard to the bottom of your deck, except the Grand Spellbook Tower, then draw one card, and then when this card is destroyed by opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, special summon one spellcaster type monster from your hand to deck whose level is equal or less than the number of Spellbook spell cards in your graveyard. So obviously an amazing card. And then they're going to get some new support called Spellbook of Rudra, which says discard one Spellbook spell card, or send one spellcaster type monster from the field to the graveyard and draw 2 cards. So obviously that's a good card. The reason why I think Spellbook of Judgment can come back to 1 is I believe that everybody thought it was so broken just because it gave you so many resources, but in this day and age of Yu-Gi-Oh, gaining millions of resources off one card isn't really like not seen anymore. Spellbook of Judgment was the first card that let you gain loads of resources, but now we have stuff like the Fusion Sub combo, even though it's just got hit, but still we've had stuff like the Fusion Sub combo that's been going on for a while. We've had other things that let you plus amazingly, like even the pure True Draco deck. You can use abuse cards like Card of Demise, end up with like double Masterpiece plus free back row. Decks like Metalfall that you keep on popping and stacking up your extra deck. Decks like Pepe, obviously, Pendulum Sorcerer stacked up your extra deck, giving you loads and loads of resources. So gaining loads and loads of resources isn't that broken. And what everybody argued about Spellbook of Judgment was that it wasn't only broken for the adding thing, that's all it needed to do. It was because you special summon Spellbook. So I think the combo was when you'd activate Spellbook of Judgment. I used to play competitively back in Dragon Ruler Spellbook format, so I don't have the most knowledge on it, but I still know from watching other people's videos. So they'd activate Spellbook of Judgment, search like 2 spells because they'd activate 2 of their Spellbook spell cards, and then they'd special summon Jargon. And Jargon was so broken because everybody else was playing Dragon Rulers. Unless you went in Spellbook Jargon would have run low. So you summon Jargon and they can't special summon anything unless they had a baby dragon. And like Jargon could be protected by a lot of your other face down and stuff like that as well, because I believe Spellbook did play quite a bit of back row. And they played cards like Royal Decree as well. Some builds I've seen play Royal Decree just to stop, just to help in the mirror match. So Spellbook deck were a good deck overall. But Spellbook of Judgment, just because you gain lots of resources off it doesn't mean it's broken. Plus, you search Spellbook spell cards, so you can search cards like Spellbook of Secrets, the Protection card. I don't know what the Protection card is. It's the one that has High Priestess of Prophecy on it. Spellbook of Wisdom, maybe Spellbook of Wisdom, and now you can search Spellbook of Rudra. So yeah, in my opinion, the maximum you'll search off this card in this day and age is probably free, and that's nothing. In my opinion, that is absolutely nothing. Even I definitely don't want this card back at free, because putting it back at free makes it consistently drawn. Obviously you can search this card off Secrets and kind of try and draw it off Rudra, and I think that the Blue Boy, I think they call him, is his nickname. I think he can search your Spellbook cards as well. But yes, you'll get your Spellbook of Judgment, you'll activate your one Spellbook of Judgment, and then you'll search a couple of spells and summon your spellcaster monster. But then what you're going to do, it's not like you've put anything substantial on the board to not get OTK'd. Like, okay, they drop a Masterpiece. How are Spellbooks going to out that deck I don't see it happening. What, you activate 3 Spellbook of powers on one of your monsters. Masterpiece has too much disruption right now for the decks like Spellbooks to be good. Every deck has too much disruption for decks like Spellbooks to be good. So I think just putting Judgment to 1 would kind of boost the deck to kind of rogue stance. And with Spellbook and Judgment, I give the same kind of argument with a card like Shurrit, like myself. Like, Shurrit's an amazing card, but once you get your 1 search off of it, you can't really get it back. Like, obviously you can play some cards to get back your Spellbook of Judgment. You can get it back from graveyard, but that's not really the best way of playing the Spellbook deck. It's kind of like wasting resources just to get your Spellbook of Judgment back with cards like Magical Stone Excavation. Like, you don't want to play cards like that just to get Spellbook of Judgment back. Yes, it's an amazing card. Yes, it does a lot for the deck, but the deck itself is not. The deck itself that it's built into isn't as good in this day and age of Yu-Gi-Oh! For Spellbook of Judgment to be as broken as it was. So this has been my Balanced Freedom series on Spellbook of Judgment. You guys don't have to agree at all. You guys can give me counter arguments. I don't have the most knowledge on this deck, so maybe I've said something that's wrong, or maybe there's another argument put forward to keep this card banned. Please post in the comment section down below. We're nearing 100 subs, as I've said on many videos, so let's get there. Got a good video plan for that. So thanks for watching. This has been Shurrit. Peace.